Tottocharizze here, back with my first video of 2025. I wish you all a happy new year and I hope you had a wonderful holidays with your favorite people. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you my new daily journal for 2025. You probably see my bullet journals the most in this channel, but I do use a daily journal for the past 2 years and I'm excited to continue doing so this year. This journal is quite private to me since I write my unfiltered thoughts and feelings on a daily basis, but hopefully I can share them on a flip through maybe in the future. But speaking of my new daily journal, I will be using a Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebook. It is my first time using a notebook from this brand. I bought this the other year, but I didn't know what to use it for until I got inspired by the journaling trends on TikTok. I randomly chose this green cover. I happened to go with green as well for my yearly bullet journal setup, so I have matching colors for this year, even though I didn't plan to make it so. Anyway, this has a hardcover, and like I said, I got inspired by the journaling videos I see on TikTok where they decorate the front cover with stickers. I mean, it's not new, but I thought, what's stopping me from decorating the front cover of this journal? Well, nothing, so I'll do just that. There's no rule to what you can put here. I decided to use my own stickers. I still have some left from the sticker sheets I used before, so I think this is the best place to add them. Most of them are from my Lost in the Library and Royal Garden stickers, which also matches perfectly the theme I did for my 2025 yearly bullet journal spreads. By the way, you can also get these on my shop that I will link on the video description below. I don't have a solid plan on what stickers I want to use here, so I just picked what I want and stick them directly on the cover. Alternatively, you can also create your own stickers. Maybe you can draw them yourself or gather some pictures that you can print on a sticker paper. So yeah, there are no rules to this process. But I also took consideration of the spacing of the stickers. I just tried to spread them evenly. I have this little floral banner sticker below, so I'm writing a small 2025 using the Zebra Sarasa gel pen. And that's my journal cover decoration done. Now let's open it and do a little something on the introduction page. So I mentioned before that I don't really add my own pictures on my journal, but I feel like adding it here, although this photo is not recent, but it's fine. I guess that's also one of the reasons I don't take photos of myself that much. Then I'm decorating it as well with this little pink ribbon that came with my Lila Journals package. I'm also adding a couple more stickers behind, and that's just simply it for this page. Okay, so this notebook has some pre-made pages like table of contents or index that I won't be using, so let's skip them for now. But the next thing I want to do here is my 2025 vision board. I usually create one on my bullet journal, but I want to do this year on my daily journal instead. I think many of us already know what a vision board is, but for the non-initiated, a vision board is a collection of images, words, and other visuals that represent your goals and aspirations. They can be used to inspire, remind, and motivate you to achieve your dreams and desires. So you can do this in other backdrops too, like a poster or corkboard aside from a journal. Then you want to gather some images. You can use images from magazines, catalogs, newspapers, flyers, or online images. You can also take your own photos or create illustrations using markers or paint. But what I did before this is to write down my goals this year and find photos that relate to it. Then I printed them in small sizes and cut them individually. I also rounded the corners with a corner puncher, but this step is optional. Then I'm also using a couple colored papers to add a bit more texture and, well, color. I'm ripping this pink paper into a rounded square and the brown paper into triangular shapes. The next step is to categorize our images. You can arrange your images by different areas of your life, such as health, relationships, finances, or work or career. And we want to arrange them while also setting priorities. I also want to add that you might have many goals for the year. While it is fun to add a lot of photos and create collages, it is nice to just focus on your most important goals and place them above or in the center of the board. Then on the spaces, we can also write words or phrases. So for my own vision board, I am declaring abundance in all areas of my life, not just in one area, because in the past years, it was like that. It may sound impossible, but now I found something that makes it possible. I also want to be more active physically since I tend to have long hours sitting down filming or editing my content. I get to go on long walks, but I also want to add doing dumbbell workouts just for strength and better body mass index. And also have a healthier lifestyle like eating more vegetables and not be picky, and enough sleep. I also desire for equally yoked relationships, whether in family, marriage, and friendships. This is the biggest area that I struggled in the past couple years, but I can see the light and I believe I will be surrounded by people who contribute harmoniously and equally towards the goal starting this year. I'm also focusing on my online shop and I'm really happy with the growth last year. And as a Christian, I'm also taking part in advancing God's work through the ministry I'm planted in. God has been faithful and gives provision while still being able to give back. So I'm believing for abundance in this area as well so that I can sow more than ever to advance His kingdom. And here's another term: to flourish and to also shine my light to everyone. The next word is acceptance. So I've been sharing a lot about my faith in many of my videos lately, and I recently found a new church as my spiritual home where miracles are happening, embraces the fullness of God, and help thousands of people, including me, in exceeding ways that I never imagined. This is where I encountered Jesus and His power tangibly, and people are discipled in the right way, God's way. So a prophetic word of the year is released for 2025, and that is acceptance. It is acceptance of God's move of revival worldwide. It means God is calling His people to be part of His move through this ministry by receiving anointing and equipping. I just wanted to add it here because I know it's gonna come to pass just as it did last year. It is already happening actually, even in my life. People are suddenly messaging me that they are accepting the call to be part of this, which surprised me and also a blessing to hear. And if you want to know more about this, you can check out Apostle Catherine Craig and Fivefold Church here on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. So yeah, I'm just excited for all that God is gonna do this year. I also want to prioritize work and life balance again this year. I learned a lot in the past year running my small business and content creation while also fulfilling my obligations as a parent. So this is very important to avoid burnout. My next word is anointed and after God's heart. I just wanted to be in God's will more than anything. And everything that I do, the works of my hands, the words that I speak to be anointed and give light to other people. I'd love to have more time to make art apart from my bullet journal and maybe create more original pieces. And lastly is acquisition of land and house. This one is in the process, but I am declaring and have faith in the fulfillment of this promise this year. As you can see, my emphasized words here starts with A, so I have 7 A's. In my bullet journal, I have F's, but yeah, I am claiming the abundance and favor. As we say, 2025 is the year of the Lord's favor, and I'm already grateful and expectant. Alright, before we go, I'm also using this stunning notebook cover from Lila Journals for my daily journal. I just love the tactile experience of this. It adds more elegance and protection to my journal. It also comes with this Lily of the Valley pendant, which is so beautiful. This is currently out of stock in her website, unfortunately, but another design is available, and I hope she creates more notebook cover designs like this in the future. I'm also decorating the pockets here with stickers and cards. I could have also added a decorative paper on the larger pocket, but I just thought about it now, so I'll just add some later. Okay, that's it for the beginning pages of this daily journal. I cannot wait to fill this up with new memories. But I hope you enjoyed this journaling video and that you found some new creative ideas and inspiration if you're wanting to start your own 2025 daily journal. Remember to have fun journaling, and I pray that you all have an abundant new year. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. I love you. Bye, everyone.